My first name is Elisha.
Thanks, Elisha. At the beginning of the IELTS test, you will be required to provide some ID, but as this is a practice test, we don't need to do that today. I want to begin by talking about you. Do you work or do you study?
I'm currently studying right now. I'm studying in the University of Melbourne and I'm majoring in psychology.
Do you enjoy what you study?
Yes, I do enjoy it. And I've always had this fascination about psychology and about understanding people and learning about the different theories and how the brain works and how you can apply that to reality and how you can communicate and understand people better.
Do you want to study more in the future?
Yes, I'm actually thinking of doing a master's. I'm a bit unsure whether I want to go into the business side, so I might study consumer behavior, so you learn about people and how they react to different things in the world. So when you're trying to sell a product, you got to understand the consumers and what they like and what they don't like. So I'm a bit confused, or I might actually pursue clinical psychology, so doing an honors in psychology so that I can become a psychologist.
Okay, I'm just going to stop here and talk a little bit about pronunciation. Now, clearly Elisha spoke at length. She didn't stop speaking and spoke really, really well. Lots of complexity in her grammar, but I want to focus on pronunciation because there's a feature of her pronunciation called the glottal stop. The glottal stop. Now, for those people who know about anatomy and physiology, the epiglottis is the flap which moves when you want to speak or if you want to eat, and it stops the air from going into your lungs, and it allows air to go into your lungs, opens and closes. Now, in speech, there is the glottal stop, and the glottal stop is used really commonly with native speakers. Look at the sentence below and notice how I pronounce it. What time? What time? Did you notice that I didn't say what time? So what, the air continues what, and it finishes here because you can hear the t, what time. But I don't say that, I actually say what time. And you notice that the air comes up, what stops at the epiglottis and does not continue. And this is a feature called the glottal stop. And Elisha used it a couple of times. She said about, instead of about. And it really is a feature that native speakers use. And in order for you to reach higher levels of pronunciation score in the IELTS speaking test, you need to be thinking about these types of techniques. They don't come naturally. You have to practice and you have to listen to native speakers. It's a really useful feature for you to think about.
So yeah, currently deciding whether I want to pursue a master's in consumer behavior or I want to continue doing honors in psychology.
Did you also notice that in this part of the speech, Elisha says, I wanna. Now, I had this question from our other videos. Students are not allowed to contract speech, or they're not allowed to use slang. Well, first of all, wanna is not really slang. Wanna is just contracted speech. I want to, I wanna. And it is absolutely normal for you to use that during the IELTS speaking test. You have to speak naturally. So for those people who are a little bit dubious, or if you're doubting this, really, it's important that you use natural contracted speech. Don't use it in writing though. Let's continue.